talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They staying lonely at the top. This the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Now get down on the.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging at one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models to smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectrum deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! Hold up. What you mean? Woo! And now trust the so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go off a bridge. My black boys got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt you're gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her. So, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some room to roam now. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? But we saw exactly definitely set by the offensive team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Procise. And now running right through it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Procise. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. A gain of 3, second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
They'll set up a throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the offense has it first and 10. This is Procise. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Amaro, the tight end, in motion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Running left. This is Procise. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Procise. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
No. Check. Patriots. Over.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. First down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Here we go now. Leopard! Detroit! Here we go. Blue, landed. Over. Detroit. No. Check. Patriots. Detroit.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun. All right, now, look at now,
On 3rd down, Procise. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Down again, they go Procise. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
In motion comes the tight end left. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if they run it all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They go play action. Bridgewater under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Tiger! Get ready! Fourth!
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On third down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now out of the gun, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Johnson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Frank's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gets it to Strong. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, over.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Seahawks send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Johnson running right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Here's Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Past the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Let's go!
A second down throw for Brissett. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A second down throw for Brissett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Get ready! Here's
a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start out with a run from Procise. And he's got room. Oh, nice move in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Robert Kimdichie continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. A give to Procise running left. And some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Play action now. Brissett buying time to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it. But he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
Brissett sets to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Let's go. Dagger. Boards.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Byfema Bagley, used to say,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Brissett to throw on first. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just about on his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 46. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Kindici in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. 1-9. Back round.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Back round.
Play fake. Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go. Way 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
yeah.
Because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Amaro's got it, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We're set now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. We've seen a lot of interceptions from Talib over the years, and that was a big one to help seal this win.
He has such good ball skills, just always seems to be around it. I mean, he gets a chance to make a winning play, as we just saw there. He tends to take it.
They give to Johnson going right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And this looks to probably be the final play. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Arizona, they just keep on.